I don't know why they can't put me in a good storyline. I got the look. I can cut a good promo. I got the buzzards flying everywhere that I fly. They tell me to follow the buzzards, Bray. Follow the buzzards, and maybe the buzzards will lead you to a good storyline. A storyline with some meat. A storyline that I could sink my teeth into. A storyline that doesn't just count on me cutting the best damn promo on the show every single week. And they told me, they said, Bray, there's no explanation why the Wyatt family broke up. And Bray, I'll be honest with you, Bray, there's really no explanation why they got back together. Bray, at the end of the day, we just don't know what we're doing. So you just go out there, son, and you just cut those promos and you just put those asses in those seats. But never stop following the buzzards, whatever that means. Follow the buzzards. Maybe the buzzards will lead you to the mountaintop. And maybe there, once you're at the mountaintop, you can wrestle Jeff Jarrett. He is king of the mountain. But Bray, if you're going to rely on us for a good story, it ain't going to happen. So just follow the buzzards. Just follow the buzzards. All right, listen, it's not Bray. It's me. It's me, Vince. And I'm here because I'm excited about this. Listen, we've got 5 days left to join the brand for the first month for $2.99. And I'm here to tell you a couple of things. First of all, nobody else out there is doing a Bray Russo impression. I can tell you that right now. Secondly, there's something I want to address. I hear all the time, Vince, why do you charge for a podcast? Other podcasters are free, Vince. Why do you charge for your podcast? You know what? Once and for all, I'd like to talk about that. I'd like to cover that here in my Bray Russo promo. First and foremost, as I've said many times before, I am not working for a big conglomerate or a big company like Podcast One that has big time sponsors and big time advertisers, and that's how they pay their host. I don't get paid that way. Me and Realm Network are in this together, building this baby from the ground up, one lunatic at a time in joining the brand. They don't have a big chunk of money that they give Vince Russo every month to support his family. Vince Russo's got to go out there and get his subscribers. So the model is different. You can't compare apples to oranges. You can't compare buzzards to Blue Jays. But aside from that, these podcasts that I get compared to all the time that are free, we're lucky if those podcasters take nothing away from them. But we're lucky if they do 2 podcasts a week. Most of them do 1 a week. That's 4 a month. So while we're on the subject, let me just, I'm going to put my light on here, okay? I had to shut the light to get the Bray effect. But let me just give you a week's worth of the brand that you can become a part of for only $2.99 for the first month between now and Sunday at midnight. So that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 more days left. Let me tell you what happened at the brand this week. Before you compared me to the other free podcast, let me tell you what happened this week. Now, first and foremost, We put so much free content on the site, VinceRussoBrand.com, that I'm constantly getting yelled at from the Realm Network to begin with. The Realm Network tells me every week, Vince, you got to cut down on the free content. You keep giving the free content away. Nobody's going to pay for the premium content, Vince. You got to cut it down. So for starters, there is free content on VinceRussoBrand.com, and not just podcasts, video podcasts, and bloggings by me and Jake Jesus and Jeff Lane. That's what you get for free. Now, let me go down. This is a typical week of Vince Russo on Realm Network, VinceRussoBrand.com. Okay, we started off this week with About Life with Pastor Dave. Then from there, we went to Talk Dirty with Sarah Russo, our in-house lingerie model who interviews stars in her lingerie, by the way. Her first guest, Mike Cosgrove, the drummer from legendary Alien Ant Farm. From there, we went to Jeff Lane's very first show, Destiny Unbound, with Zach Eisenstein from Man Overboard, who's currently out on the Warped Tour all over the world, by the way. From there, we had the breaking news where I myself call my friend Jeff Jarrett after a 2-year absence. We're only on Monday now. Monday night, Shark Boy unmasked in front of the entire world to reveal Dean Baldwin. This is all one day now. Let's go to Tuesday. Raw the morning after, where me and Jeff Lane critically broke down Raw segment by segment, me using my expertise of actually being in the wrestling business at one point in my life, not hoping to be, being in the wrestling business at one point in my life. We did that. From there, me and Bubba Ray Dudley played Mount Rushmore, where we built our mountain of the greatest rock and roll stars of all time, and then we're going to let you vote for the winner. We did that yesterday. Yesterday, I interviewed April Hunter. That's an interview that's going to air. Yesterday, I interviewed R.D. Reynolds, the author or co-author of The Death of WCW, for the second time. The first time I interviewed him, it was World War III. I went back for World War IV. That was yesterday. We're only in Tuesday now. Then, now today, a full-length part 1 Bubba interview goes up. It's a 2-hour interview. We could only put up an hour at a time. That goes up today. Tonight, live, The Brand Speaks, where you can come in the room, Google Hangout, hang out with me and the brand, ask me anything you ever want to ask me. I don't run from anybody. If I'm not going to run from buzzards, I'm not going to run from people. We do that tonight. Now tomorrow, Vampiro, Shoot to Thrill, my Vampiro interview tomorrow. Tomorrow, Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Dirt. No, I'm sorry. That's Friday. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Thursday is the Vampiro interview. Another 2-parter because I interviewed Vamp for 2 hours. Then we go to Thursday, Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Dirt, where me and Jeff Lane cover all the news and the gossip for the week. Then we go to Bucket Full of Chicken Necks, where I rip apart my family behind their back. I do that on a weekly basis. Then after that, I got to interview Rick Cataldo. Rick Cataldo is a drag queen wrestler. He's going to make his debut on my show in full gimmick, full drag queen on this show. And then I'm going to end the week interviewing Lex Luger. That's going to air at a later date. Me and Lex going to hook on the phone and with video. This is all in video now. This ain't audio. This is all video. When I interview Lex, you're going to see me. You're going to see Lex. When I interview Vamp, you're going to see me. You're going to see Vamp. When I interview Bubba, you're going to see me. You're going to see Bubba. The only time that works against us is when Glenn Gilberti, the Disco Inferno, is on the show, because basically he's an eyesore. Nobody can really stand the look of the guy. But, hey, listen, you got to take the good with the bad. But listen, that was 1 week. This is a week. This is a week. So before you compare me to one podcast a week and why aren't you free like everybody else, look at the free content on the site. For starters, VinceRussoBrand.com. Then look at Everything we do during the course of the week, we do somewhere between 30 and 50 video podcasts per month, every month. This is a company, this VinceRussoBrand.com, working morning, noon, and night to deliver content to you. So now we're running a special. The normal price is $4.95 a week. Let me break that down to you. That's about $1.25 a week. I know a Starbucks cup of coffee is $2. I know that. For $1.25 a week, you're getting all this content. That's regular price. We're running a special now from today through Sunday. You can get the first month of the brand for $2.99. The first month. That's $3. That's 75 cents a week. I just went through that whole list for you for 75 cents a week. The only other thing I could do other than that is give you the shirt off my back. But if I give you the shirt off my back, you're going to see my huge gut and I'm going to embarrass myself. And I'm not prepared to do that. I'm not ready to do that. Maybe at a later date, maybe during sweeps week, I'll do an interview or something topless. But that's it. Vince Russo, the brand. You have from today, right now, through Sunday, try us out the first month for $2.99. And here's something else I'm going to say. I've never said this before. The people with the free and the this and the that, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If there is any podcast out there that falls under the umbrella of the of sports entertainment, pro wrestling, entertainment, any podcast that falls under that umbrella that puts out more content than we do on a weekly basis, you find that, you show me, I will give you a lifetime membership to the brand absolutely free. You know why? Because nobody is putting in the work that we're putting in here at the Realm Network and VinceRussoBrand.com. So try us out for $2.99. There's no long-term commitment after that. You want to get the $2.99 and then unsubscribe? That's up to you. There's no long-term commitment. But if you want to try us out, VinceRussoBrand.com. It's right there on the screen. Put in the code RUSSO07, and that's how you will get your $2.99 membership for the first month. You know, it's the old thing. Try it. You'll like it. I guarantee you. You ain't going to find content. You ain't going to find entertainment. You ain't going to find what you're looking for in other podcasts outside of this one right here. Vince Russo, the brand, building the brand, one lunatic at a time. Enter the asylum, become a part of the family, follow the buzzards for crying out loud, right to VinceRussoBrand.com. Russo07, $2.99 from now till Sunday.